Hi, this is Flynns Arcade. I hope you're all having a good festive break. This is part 2 of my McCluskey video. Please can you like, share and subscribe. And now onto the video, hope you enjoy it. I'm now going to talk about Future of the Left because by this point McCluskey have split up for like the first time, I think, you know, and so like Falco joined a band with members of Jar Crew and they formed Future of the Left, and their first album was Curses, which was released in 2007. I'm going to talk about the double A-side single that was released off Curses and which features Manchasm, which is all about like a disgraced senator called Mark Foley, who'd been texting, I think, dick pics or something to inappropriately to young people, and which led to his fall from grace. And it has some really like unusual lyrics, like about Colin as a posse, a pretty pussycat. And I just think it's amazingly well written song. It sounds like a bit like, you know, London Calling by The Clash, but then it has like, you know, Colin is a pussy in the middle of it, which I really like. Also on the double A side was a song called Suddenly. It's a folk song, and I just like, out of everything on Curses, and in fact out of everything that Future of Left have put out, I actually just love the song so much. It just sounds like pure joy. It was when I was looking for like analysis, like song analysis, like references, I found a reference that AI has written, which was really unfortunate because I saw that the article which had done the song analysis was just like written in like October this year. So I thought, oh great, I can like contact the person who wrote it. Unfortunately, it was a computer, and what AI decided was it was all about rejecting conformity, and like and folk songs represented like how art and the future, art and, you know, and higher thought can come into your life, which isn't what the song's about, I don't think, because actually doing a bit of like a bit more research than the AI did, I found out that the song title was a reference to like a skit by Peter Sellers. Peter Sellers was a genius actor and comedian, and probably like most of you'll know him from playing all like several different parts in the Stanley Kubrick film Dr. Strangelove. But he was also a surrealist comedian, and Suddenly It's a Folk Song. It's worth like checking out because it's very funny, and I think that having found that, it was like finding a nice little cheat code to Future of the Left. It definitely sort of explains quite a bit of where Falco may have got his absurdist sense of humour from.
Unfortunately, that was recorded posthumously.
I'm going to talk about the plot against common sense, which is possibly, I think, is I would describe it as the most accessible Future of the Left album, and probably like one of like the most accessible work by Falco and his associates so far. I think the songs that stands out particularly to me is RoboCop 4, Off RoboCop, which starts off with a fancy conversation between Falco and Elvis, if Elvis was still alive, about what his favourite film is, and it talks about, you know, the nature of how, you know, the depressing like sequelization of the film industry. Yeah! But, you know, as the consumer, if Michael Bay wants a bigger house, then we have to help him out. So, you know, that's what we need to do. And as a particular line about, it's like about Harry Potter, at least Harry Potter as a proper story. And it's only to release poor Billy Corgan from his role as a titular character's nemesis, which I just think is really funny. And also quite grim, like, and you know, and there's all stuff about Pirates of the Caribbean 47. Johnny Depp stars as a robot pirate, and you know, it's absolutely great. I'm also going to talk about the song "Sorry Dad, I Was Late for the Riots," which is a swipe at the Occupy movement.
Time to change. The rich don't care about total war, the death of the chip. They just keep getting richer.
For the record, I don't have a massive problem with the Occupy movement. I actually met a few of them when we had the shanty town outside St Paul's Cathedral, but I was never a part of it. But I just thought it was a great, you know, I think everything should be on the cards for art. I think we should, you know, it's like even things that you might like. If somebody can take and like, you know, I don't think we should ever say that anything's like, you know, beyond the pale, and this one really goes for it. This is like a conversation between. It takes form with a conversation between a rebellious adult and their son, who from a very wealthy family, who you know, and the son is unfortunately having to apologise for his lack of interest or work on the riots. And it contains the great line, "Sorry, Dad, I know your father disapproved of Che Guevara," and it's about intergenerational class warfare and how you know, people, you know, feel manipulated by the parents to take on certain political and, you know, social views. And in this case, you know, were some of the young people involved with Occupy heavily influenced by older people? Yes, I'm sure they were. I'm sure a lot of them weren't. But in this case, yeah, I think it definitely is something that needed recording and calling out, really. I'm also going to talk about the hidden track on the album, Tell the Truth About the Brace Position. It's not a song that I ever really listened to that much until about 6 months ago, mostly because it's a hidden track, and as far as I was concerned, the album finished on Tell the Truth, on Notes on Achieving Orbit. But then I actually started listening to like Tell the Truth About the Brace Position a lot. I just really like the sentiment of it. It's all about like the paranoid conspiracy theory that people, the reason why people go into the brace position if they experience turbulence on a plane, it's not to save them if the plane crashes, it's so that they'll actually die on impact in the plane like lands. And it's like, it's not true, that's not a thing. But it's like, but then the song goes on to talk about like real figures, like tell the truth about Boris Johnson, tell the truth about David Cameron, and also the really sad like image of tell the truth about drunken uncles and how that leads to your cousin to a padded cell, which is, you know, it's really, it does go there, and it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't already.
Tell the truth about drunken uncles. Everybody needs a secret shot. Lead your cousin to a padded cell. Just tell the truth about the brace position. Tell the truth about Boris
I'm now going to talk about DestroyWhitchurch.com, which is from the EP Polymers Are Forever. It's a truly epic song. It's sort of the actual, like, the musical, the way it's written, like the music of it. It's just so, it's like it's an epic saga in many parts, reminiscent of Bohemian Rhapsody or Paranoid Android by Radiohead. It really is like that. But the subject of the song, it's about some local, so like quite severe local issues in Whitchurch, which is a part of Cardiff. Which involved the closure of 2 primary schools and the opposition of local people against that. The website DestroyWhitchurch.com still exists if you want to check it out. And it's so even though it's quite, it's a very serious subject matter, and it's also like presented in such an epic way. It has some incredibly funny lyrics in it as well. This is the second time like the local spas mentioned, which I love, and there's a green Honda Civic mentioned as well, which I particularly love. And that's something about I found with listening to McCluskey and Future and the Left, that there's always this sort of like binary at play, that it's either going for it between like something being truly epic and truly mundane. And I think on this song, this is the best example of that I've found in the work.
Bring your children to the child thing. Tie your placards to your farm. Now we know we cannot profit. We should be more literal. Let's reorganize the parents. Then we arm them with a jam. Next we send them to environmental health inspectors while we make a stand.
So the last song I'm going to talk about is from the album How to Stop Your Brain in an Accident. This album was actually crowdfunded by fans, and it got so it meant that within like a matter of about 6 hours, I believe, that they had enough money to record the album, which just sort of really represents just how like fondly people feel of the band, about the band. I remember once I went to see You'll Know Us by the Trail of Dead last year, and they crowdfunded their tour. So it's something that like sort of the democratisation of the music industry, whilst it has been like a problem in many ways, and in ways like this, it really does free artists up to just they might only be paying to the fan base, but it definitely means that artists can tour and release, whereas in the past they probably wouldn't be able to. My favourite song off this album is called Singing of the Bonesaws. It's a stream of consciousness, like piece of like poetry. To be honest, it sounds like it was just recorded during the course of Falco's lunch break, and considering how little time it took to record it, I mean, I must have listened to that song like for hundreds of hours, because I listened to it on a daily basis, like for at least a year, and I've been listening to it on a regular basis ever since. And the album came out in like 2014. And I'm sure it is, whenever I actually meet fans of the band, it comes up in conversation. It's stream of consciousness. It talks about it, everything's in it. Like, it talks about Kim Kardashian. Who else is in it? There's a lot of Michael Winner, recently deceased, like film director Michael Winner. It bemoans the problems with the music industry. It discusses the use of how regional accents are valuable for culture. Look at EastEnders, Soccer AM, or The Queen's Speech. It's a particular high spot on the album for me, and it's all presented in the manner of in the received pronunciation of an old BBC newsreader, which is just adds another level to it.
A survey says paedophiles run the BBC, but look at the alternatives. Drowning men clutching at straws through their bell-end helmets. Sad woman dreaming of being owned by them. The children, eventual despoilers of high streets, clad
Hi, this is me from the future. I've been to the gig, I've come back, and I was just going to record a few introduction pieces for my videos, but I actually thought I needed to go back and talk about some of the things I saw. Here's a video of me talking immediately after the gig, so you can see my immediate reaction to it. I've just finished watching McCluskey at Dingwalls, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm pretty worse for wear, but hopefully I've got actually some really good footage of the gig. I definitely would recommend that you should see them live, because Falco is funny as actually. Like, it was really hilarious watching him, and so yeah, definitely come and see them when they're on tour. And so yeah, thank you, bye bye. So I'm just about to finish up now. I really hope that I've jogged a few memories in my song analysis. I hope as well that I've given you the people who want to introduce the friends to McCluskey and Future of the Left something to work on, and then they can go and perhaps check out some of these songs and hopefully you know, learn more about the band and become fans themselves, because they really are amazing. I've decided that if I was going to introduce a person who was new to McCluskey and Future of the Left, I'd start them off on McCluskey Do Dallas, because, you know, because of having an amazing producer and also having amazing lyrics. I think it's something that, you know, can really get you into the band. I've also decided that like the Plot Against Common Sense by Future of the Left for a similar reason. However, it's not as heavy to listen to, so I think musically it's, you know, a lot more accessible potentially than McCluskey Do Dallas. So thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. We're a new, well I'm a new channel, and so I really do need all the help I can get. Do you agree with my choices of my favourite songs by them? This is the first video I've made about a band or about the music industry, explicitly about that. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed rediscovering and discovering some works by McCluskey and Future of the Left. So if you've got any ideas of like musicians or I could cover in future, please let me know. Do you agree with my song choices? Do you think I could have picked different songs or better songs? Please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
This band, fuck them all, but they
So that's the end of my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video.